You guys may have seen in my review for the Oppo Find N5 that while I really do like the case that it comes with, it does have at least one fairly significant flaw, and I think I have an easy enough way to fix it. Alright, so for those who missed it, what actually is the problem with this case? Well, you have this little flap on the side, which is magnetic, and that's cool. It holds on pretty nice and tight. It's also a great fidget toy, and it protects your hinge fairly nicely. But when you open up the device, what you will see is it sort of slides on top of that cover display. It's just resting on top of it. And I showed you guys in one of my early videos talking about the Oppo Find N5 that the rather soft screen protector on this cover display was getting scratched up pretty darn badly by this. It had scratches all over it. Now, of course, it's a cheap screen protector. I'm not all that worried about it, but something actually kind of interesting happened. I had an issue with this cover display, screen protector, I should be specific, where if I was wearing my sunglasses, it was throwing off the polarization and it was giving it this rainbowing effect all the time, no matter how I oriented it. It was just all rainbowed out, very, very annoying. So I decided to test and see if it was a screen protector, peeled off the screen protector, absolutely problem solved. But now I have no screen protector on here at the moment, and something quite terrible happened. That little bit of hinge protection managed to scratch my main screen. Let me show you. It's not a bad scratch. It's fairly small, but you can see it right there on the screen, and it's right there where the screen protector was being scratched. So I thought to myself, this absolutely cannot stand. We must find a solution. This will be very hard to show, but if you look right there, you can see that there's a bit of a gap in some areas, but in the middle, there's less of a gap. So what I did is I took this case off, and I took a Dremel tool, and I just kind of got rid of some of this material where it's resting against the screen. I left the ends because the ends already tapered up. I'm not really as concerned with those ends. It's the middle area that seemed to be causing the scratches. So these two areas rest against the screen. And now this area in the middle, there's a little bit of a gap between the screen and that part of the case. And it seems as though that has solved my problem. So I got that one little scratch there, literally the day after I took off that screen protector, and it's been now at least 10 days, something like that. It's been a good amount of time. And as you can see, there's just a little bit of a gap now all the way across. If you have a Find N5, get into this position and look, and you'll see that it's touching. Mine is no longer touching, and it seems like that has solved the problem. Grab a Dremel tool, maybe some sandpaper, whatever you have, get rid of some of that material, and you should be in better shape. So there you go, guys. If you're like me and you think this is maybe the best case you can get your hands on relatively easily, add some good grip. The hinge protection is good, but you're worried about those scratches occurring, I think this might be a pretty good solution. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content just like this, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.